you see, like, I just turned 48, so maybe it's because I'm old. But I see these NBA players with purses and Birkin bags.
It's a different
This is what I'm
time.
saying. But no,
I'm watching, checking out
let me say
Coach Prime.
something.
Jordan walking around with.
That's what I'm saying. They're succeeding in demasculating. Is that what it's called?
I don't even see it that way because if
a
that's
motherfucker walking around with a purse,
Bob, don't get it twisted. It's not my flavor. It's not something I'm gonna do. But this generation, like every generation, the young kids are trendy, and that's a trend. And sometimes the trends are a bit zesty. You know what I mean?
Anybody walking around with a fucking purse got some sugar in their tank.
I can't
As
say
a man,
I can't say that. I will say you don't necessarily have sugar in your tank, but you look like you might.
You seen one
you know
up
what
close.
I mean? You look like you've seen one up close, but doesn't mean you have. But again, a lot of times these kids, it's like they do that for the shock factor.
The fuck do you need as a man? Your keys, your wallet, your phone.
Well, it's also a status thing because if you're walking around with it's a handbag, but you walking around with a $3,000 Louis handbag, it's a status thing. It's, you know what I mean? Like, call me gay all you want. I got more money than you all day. That's what it is. It's flossing. It's just flossing in a zesty kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Just
it's like
keep it a little zesty.
Like wearing lip gloss.
Yeah, I can't even wear. I can't even like do Carmex.
It's a different generation. It's a different time. It's crazy when I think about it, when I sit back and I think about the stuff that my mom and dad, God rest their soul, used to always say when we'd be doing something, or we'd have our hair a certain way, or we'd be wearing our clothes a certain way. Like when we were kids, that's so now it's like I'm at that level because like my daughter, how you know she's Faith, she's goth. So sometimes she'll walk in and she'll ask me something, and then I'll say it, and she'll be like, "Yeah, I shouldn't have asked you." It's like it's nothing personal, sweetheart. You can't ask for my opinion, and then when I give my opinion,
I mean, she's hoping for a different opinion, but you
got
to be you.
Try, yeah.
But
when I like it,
these
I like
kids
it.
They have their own style. Kayla was rocking the exact same style for a couple of years, and now she's just like. She don't really care about any of that no more, she just, she's like, I got my man. I'm sweating a t-shirt all day long. Right. She doesn't, like, she's blonde now, but other than that, like, she doesn't really do the crazy shit to her hair no more. She doesn't wear the fishnets and shit no more.
Oh. It's funny because Faith, I think the most infamous situation that she's told you about this, I was watching the Rams game, and the Rams had just lost. And so, you already know where I'm at mentally. And I'm sitting there.
I'm not watching football no more this year, man.
Not even that.
I don't want to talk about football, man.
Nah, I'm past that now. The LA Rams won the Super Bowl and we beat the Niners. I'm past that. It was just.
Wait till they lose 2 or 3 games in a row.
They lost.
He will never watch football again.
I watched football last year.
He's done being a Ram fan. I've heard it all. Over the last 30 plus years.
The last 2 years, I've watched them lose and play. You ain't heard me say that.
When the year started last year, you were like, man, I don't even know
if
because you didn't expect them to be as good as they were.
No.
And then when they were, then you were into it.
No, the year after the Super Bowl when they were sorry, and I kept telling you, I'm not tripping. I just watched them win the Super Bowl.
After the Super Bowl.
And last year, I wasn't tripping because they won the Super Bowl.
I know you better than that. Like if they have a bad year.
I told you.
I totally get it. When
no.
The Raiders suck a lot.
No,
but when we're losing games, like. I can't help but tune in, but like, we get to a certain point, I'm turning the game off. I can't watch it no more.
I'm the same way, but no.
You know what I mean? It's
but
just...
no, like I told you, I was like that until the Rams beat the Niners in an NFC Championship. That's why I told you the very next year when the Rams were dirty. You never heard me say that. I watched every game and the Rams were garbage. Last year, I told you, I said, I'm not about to get upset. The Rams aren't really projected to do nothing. I'm just going to watch and I hope they compete. You didn't ever hear me say nothing. The Rams were on losing streaks. I'm not tripping like that no more because I got to see the Los Angeles Rams beat them sorry-ass 40 fucking Niners in the NFC Championship. I waited 30 fucking years for that. And all you Niner fans, except true friends that I have are Niner fans, I ain't talking to y'all. Step aside. The rest of Niner Nation, fuck y'all. Just like that, baby. You Super Bowl contenders. We Super Bowl champions. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. I hate those fucking Niner fans, man. Bang, bang, Niner gang. You motherfuckers ain't ganged up on no Super Bowl championship. What was it, 95? Fuck out of here with that shit. You done pissed me off talking about that shit, saying that. Because I was like that. Oh, man, I hated watching the Rams lose. Now, we done beat the Niners. I don't care.
You get that out of your system?
It got out of my system.
Jesus motherfucking Christ, man. I feel like I accidentally knocked the lid off of a fucking beehive and I'm trying to get the bees back.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
God damn, okay, dude, we get it. You don't like the Niners. You know, I hate the Chiefs, but I cannot go on a fucking 20-minute fucking diatribe about. I mean, I could, but
go ahead.
But at this point, what am I gonna say? Tired of y'all beating up on us, man. No, I mean, I am, but at the same time,
get it out, make it feel better.
I don't. There's nothing to get out. There's no like. I don't have no fuck you aha moment. Yeah, we whipped that ass on Christmas Day. Good job. We still didn't make the playoffs, and the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in our fucking stadium. It is what it is.
That part.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? This year, everybody's still got to play those games. I don't give a fuck.
Everybody starts at 0.
You can put wins and losses next to all those games on the schedule before they happen, but
don't matter that play.
Nobody saw the Texans making the playoffs before the year started last year.
No one.
Any team can have that year. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think? What do you think they look like next year with some of the additions?
Oh my God, the Texans they're pushing their chips all in.
But look at
and I'm not mad at them because they've used all of their assets well, dude. I mean everything they got so much for Deshaun Watson. You know what I mean? They use that to move up, get CJ Stroud and what's his name? The DN they took like number 3.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't know his name, but he's just
forgive me, I forgot his name. I'm usually really good about that. Yeah, no. Then they got Stephon Diggs. They went all out in free agency, and who knows what they're going to do in the draft. They did trade away their first round pick, but that was a late first round pick
to get more picks though.
To the Vikings. They traded, so the Vikings now have 2 first round picks because they're trying to trade up to get a quarterback.
But look what Washington did too, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, again,
because you know who they're going for.
Yeah, they're probably going after my boy J5. That's what I think. He don't really want to be there.
The infamous DeJuan Jackson.
I guess the general manager of the Redskins, this last year or before this college season, Jaden Daniels is good friends with Brandon Ayuk, the receiver for the 49ers, because they went to Arizona State together.
Yeah.
Ayuk hooked him up, I guess, because that he wasn't the general manager of the Redskins at the time, but he was helping college players or something. And he, hooked Jaden Daniels up with him, and dude told Jaden, you're, 4th, 5th round pick at best, and your talent doesn't translate to the NFL. And they had after his pro day, they had like a dinner or something, and they didn't say how or what, but they said the dinner didn't go well. He does not like the general manager of the fucking Washington Redskins because he told him he wouldn't even his talent wouldn't translate to the NFL. What did he do? He won the Heisman Trophy that year. This year.
So now let's touch on that.
And ran for like 1,300 yards in the SEC.
Your boy Caleb
Williams.
When he was at his pro day. They have the receiver now. The Bears traded for the receiver from Keenan, whatever, the kid from San Diego.
Keenan Allen.
Did he walk?
It's dope, but listen, he can't stay healthy.
No, but listen real quick though. You would think someone who might be getting drafted to play with you, when they see you.
Oh yeah. He
just walked past. Then someone said something. He went back.
Like, oh
yeah. So like to me, it was kind of like That's kind of telling. But it could be he maybe honestly didn't know who he was.
He probably just didn't recognize him. But
Yeah.
but it kind of like hard. Like I mean, like, dude, do you really not follow football?
But that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, but again, who knows what that was? He might have just been. He was just focused elsewhere.
In the zone. Probably just in the zone.
So he did turn around. Oh, my bad. You know what I mean?
When someone said something to him, yeah, he did.
So a lot of the time, people, the media reads into everything.
Reads into more than it should be.
You know what I mean? And
I'm doing that right now.
It's kind of our job. That's what we choose to do. Yeah, pick shit apart like chicken off the bone.
Like that Arnold's barbecue. That shit was slam.
Yeah, shit was bomb.
Breaking Bread with Big Friendly. First episode dropping April 30th. Look out for it. But
it's
no.
coming your way.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's everybody's so locked in that Caleb, Jaden, like that's 1 and 2. I think there's gonna be some shit because, like you said, so let's just say what they say is right. That meeting didn't go well. What other quarterback are you taking second other than J5?
It would either be, Drake May, maybe. That's the other. I mean, again, Drake May.
Now, who's Drake May?
He was quarterback for North Carolina. Now he's that prototypical
Josh Allen type.
Exactly. That's who they keep throwing. That's the name they keep throwing out there because Josh Allen wasn't good his first couple of years.
No,
he got better.
He did because when he came out of Wyoming, I was like, but why the fuck?
That's the type of quarterback. That's the type of quarterback Drake May is as far as like he needs development. He's not like he's got the arm. He makes plays. He can run around just like Josh Allen. He can make moves. He's not as fast as J5, but he's athletic. He's strong, and that's like the knock on Jaden Daniels is that he's slight. He's skinny. He's like 6'4", but he's only like a little over 200 pounds.
Okay.
Or right around 200, something like that. And he's but. And he also, if he has a highlight reel of getting hit that is
unbelievable.
Like he is taking some fucking monster hits running the ball. Like motherfuckers teed off on him in the SEC.
Well, it looks like Real Spit Reactions coming soon. That's going to be one of the videos we'll be watching. We
do some of that. But Drake May's a bigger dude. Now, if he turned out to be a Josh Allen type, that's. When you're drafting him for his ceiling, not where he is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're drafting him for 2 years, 3 years from now, not this year.
Is it a Michael Jordan, the ceiling is the limit?
The sky is the limit.
But Michael Jordan said the ceiling is the limit.
Again, if I'm picking, I'm Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels to me are 1A, 1B, and you can go back and forth who's A or B.
Now Now, I know where you want Michael Penix to fall, and you know where I want Michael Penix to fall.
Hey, look, if we can't get our hands on J5, I would love to see Penix to the Raiders.
Now, what about Bo Nix?
I'm not a fan of Bo Nix. I think he's, I'm not going to say he's going to be bad, because he was not bad. He was a great college quarterback.
Then so why don't you like him?
Because
don't say that bullshit because Michael Penix is in the same conference.
No, I know they were both in.
Well,
I didn't say anything about the conference. I said
last time you said
because he was a fucking monster.
Because you said he used to always tear USC up.
And they were on the two best teams in the Pac-12. They were the two best quarterbacks on the best teams.
Then why don't you like Bo Nix?
I've watched him play several times this year. Like he's accurate. He doesn't have a huge arm. Their system. It's not that I don't like him. Let's put it this way. He's not going to be playing that system in the NFL. What Oregon runs, the only really successful quarterback that's come out of Oregon has been
Mariota.
No, has been Herbert. Mariota had one good year.
What great year did Herbert have?
Herbert, his numbers have been good since he came in the league. His numbers are good. The team win-loss isn't good, but his numbers have been good.
I see what you mean. His numbers are good. They're just not translating to wins.
To wins, exactly.
But that's not his fault.
Real Derek Carr-ish.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But better with the numbers. His numbers are better than Derek Carr's were at that point. But point being, is he's the only one from that system in Oregon that's come out and actually been successful in the NFL.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying Bo Nix can't, but the history there from coming
Is
out of
against
that
him.
system
Is against him.
is against it. I think Penix, if he can stay healthy and he's shown his pro day that his knee is fine
He can run.
and jump. 4.5. I think it was like 4.56 or something.
Ain't he
like
our
that.
age?
Like, I think he's like 25.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's just
something
old
like that.
for.
He's like a 6-year senior.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But so is Jaden Daniels, like a 5th or
Yeah.
6-year senior. Bo Nix is he has more starts than any college quarterback ever
Yeah.
between Auburn and fucking Oregon.
So once okay, so listen. So Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels,
Drake May.
Drake May.
That you talk about, but you got to understand,
Hey, we're saying
people are
JJ
putting JJ McCarthy ahead of Bo Nix and Michael Penix. I don't see that, but I heard numbers broke down. Like I guess he's got like either the highest or one of the highest completion percentages on third down in the clutch. Like they say, yeah, my knock is what everyone's knock is like he barely had to throw the ball because everything else on that team was so good. The running game was fucking dominant.
Yeah.
But when he had to throw the ball, he did it well. So it's like one of those things that it's people are putting him up there in the top 5 in some of these drafts.
Okay,
dude.
so now
it really comes down to what team falls in love with what quarterback because
I hear you.
everybody don't have the same opinion on every
now,
guy.
how far does the shelf fall off? We get past those quarterbacks. How far does the shelf fall off from the next ones?
I'd say there might be all of those guys aren't going to go in the first.
I'm not saying they are.
So I would say
I'm
after
saying the 5th and 6th and 7th round quarterback select.
oh shit, I don't even know a lot of them. I know that Spencer Rattler, who was the dude who was supposed to be, and he was good in college. Like but he lost his job to Caleb Williams at Oklahoma before he transferred, and then he went transferred. I think it was South Carolina.
Yeah,
and he played well over there.
Lost his job.
But he played well over there, and he had a good combine. I didn't see his pro day, but he's another mobile type quarterback. But that's a hit or miss. That's going to be like probably a 3rd or a 4th round pick, maybe 2nd if somebody really loves him. You know what I mean? There are always quarterbacks, man. I didn't know who the fuck Brock Purdy was until I fucking saw him in a 49er uniform.
I don't understand now. We just okay now.
I never. Why? Where's he from? Iowa or something like that? I never watched.
Well, we just realized I'm not a Niner fan, but Brock Purdy. I don't know why people talk bad about the kid.
He's doing his thing. You know what I mean?
So I don't understand why people talk bad about him.
But they traded up and got Trey Lance in like the 3rd round. I mean, like the 3rd pick.
Didn't he play 5 games in college?
It was more than that, but you got to remember this. It was COVID time.
That's right.
But Brock Purdy was the last pick in the draft, and has already took his team to a Super Bowl.
That's it, Mr. Irrelevant, more relevant than anybody else.
So you can find those guys.